Hi, and welcome to the channel. Today we're exploring a topic that's on many people's minds: early retirement. Imagine reaching a point where you can stop working years, if not decades, before the traditional retirement age and still enjoy a comfortable, fulfilling lifestyle. It might sound like a distant dream, but with the right strategies, it's a goal that's entirely within reach. In this video, we'll break down the steps you can take to retire early and achieve financial independence, so you can spend more time doing what you love and less time worrying about money. Before we dive into the how, let's start with the why. Early retirement isn't just about leaving your job behind. It's about gaining freedom. It's about having the ability to wake up each day and choose what you want to do, rather than feeling tied to a 9 to 5 routine. Maybe you dream of traveling the world, pursuing creative projects, volunteering, or simply enjoying more time with your loved ones. Whatever your vision looks like, early retirement is about creating the financial stability that allows you to live on your own terms. The first step toward early retirement is understanding the concept of financial independence. Put simply, financial independence means that your investments and savings generate enough income to cover all your living expenses indefinitely. At that point, you no longer need to work for a paycheck. Instead, your money works for you. Achieving financial independence involves building a solid financial foundation, making deliberate choices about how you save and invest, and keeping a long-term perspective. So, how do you figure out how much you'll need to retire early? It starts with calculating your target number. This is the total amount of money you'll need invested in order to generate a steady stream of income. A common rule of thumb is the 4% rule, which suggests that you can withdraw 4% of your portfolio each year without depleting it over the long run. For example, if your annual living expenses are $40,000, you'd need about $1 million invested to comfortably cover those costs. By multiplying your yearly expenses by 25, you arrive at a rough estimate of your target retirement portfolio size. Once you've defined your target, the next challenge is building it. This requires a combination of aggressive saving and smart investing. Let's start with saving. To reach early retirement, you'll need to save a much larger percentage of your income than the typical 10% to 15% recommended for traditional retirement. Many early retirees aim to save 50%, 60%, or even 70% of their income. This might sound extreme, but it's all about choices. By focusing on what truly matters, cutting unnecessary expenses, and adopting a frugal lifestyle, you can significantly increase your savings rate. Of course, the path to early retirement isn't just about sacrifices. It's also about priorities. What's important to you? What are you willing to cut back on? And what are you not willing to compromise? Early retirees often find that by simplifying their lifestyle and distinguishing between wants and needs, they can save more without feeling deprived. For example, choosing a modest home, driving a used car, and cooking meals at home instead of dining out can free up thousands of dollars each year. Those savings can then be redirected toward building your financial independence. But saving alone isn't enough. To truly accelerate your path to early retirement, you need to make your money work for you. In the next section, we'll explore how to invest your savings wisely, build a diversified portfolio, and maximize your returns. Let's look at how to put your money to work so that it grows faster, giving you the freedom to retire early and enjoy the life you've always envisioned. Now that we've talked about the goals and mindset behind early retirement, let's dive into the actual mechanics. How to build a financial foundation that allows you to step away from work well before traditional retirement age. At the heart of this strategy is investing. Your savings won't grow fast enough on their own. They need to be put to work. And the earlier you start, the more time you give your money to compound, turning small contributions into significant wealth over time. A common starting point is the stock market. For most early retirees, investing in a diversified portfolio of low-cost index funds forms the backbone of their financial independence plan. Index funds, which track broad market benchmarks like the S&P 500, offer a simple and effective way to capture the long-term growth of the stock market without the stress of picking individual stocks. By spreading your money across hundreds or even thousands of companies, you reduce your risk and allow your investments to grow steadily over decades. In addition to stock index funds, many people pursuing early retirement include a mix of bonds and international investments. Bonds, while offering lower returns than stocks, provide stability and can reduce the overall volatility of your portfolio. International funds, on the other hand, give you exposure to global markets and ensure that your investments aren't tied entirely to the performance of one country's economy. Together, these elements create a well-balanced portfolio that grows over time and weathers economic downturns. Another key element of early retirement planning is tax efficiency. The less you pay in taxes, the more you can save and invest. Start by maximizing contributions to tax-advantaged accounts like a 401k or an IRA. Traditional 401k contributions are made pre-tax, which lowers your taxable income now and allows your investments to grow tax-deferred until you withdraw them in retirement. Roth IRAs, on the other hand, are funded with after-tax dollars, but they offer tax-free growth and tax-free withdrawals in retirement. By using a combination of these accounts, you can create a tax-efficient retirement strategy that leaves more money in your pocket. Beyond tax-advantaged accounts, consider utilizing a taxable brokerage account. This is where you can invest any additional savings after maxing out your 401k and IRA contributions. The advantage of a taxable account is its flexibility. There are no early withdrawal penalties, so you can access these funds before traditional retirement age. Plus, if you hold your investments for at least a year, you'll pay lower long-term capital gains tax rates on your profits. Now let's talk about withdrawing funds once you've built your investment portfolio. The 4% rule is a common guideline. It suggests that if you withdraw 4% of your initial portfolio value each year, adjusted for inflation, your savings should last for at least 30 years. For example, if you've accumulated $1 million in investments, you could withdraw $40,000 in your first year of retirement, then increase that amount to keep up with inflation in subsequent years. While the 4% rule isn't foolproof, it's a helpful starting point for estimating how much you can withdraw without depleting your nest egg too quickly. One important note: early retirees often face unique challenges, such as how to bridge the gap between leaving work and qualifying for traditional retirement benefits like Social Security or Medicare. This is where careful planning comes in. For example, some early retirees use a combination of taxable accounts and Roth conversions to access funds while keeping their tax liability low. Others explore health insurance options through a partner's employer plan, a private marketplace, or even geo-arbitrage, living in a country with lower healthcare costs. Lastly, remember that building a financial independence portfolio is not a one-time effort. It requires ongoing attention. Regularly review your investments, rebalance your portfolio, and adjust your strategy as needed. For example, as you get closer to your retirement target, you might shift a portion of your assets into less volatile investments to reduce risk. And once you're actually living off your portfolio, monitoring your withdrawal rate and spending habits becomes crucial. These ongoing adjustments help ensure that your money lasts and supports the lifestyle you've worked so hard to create. In the next section, we'll focus on what life after achieving financial independence looks like, how to maintain your lifestyle, stay engaged, and ensure that early retirement meets your long-term expectations. Let's explore how to make the most of your newfound freedom. Once you've achieved financial independence, it's time to shift your focus from accumulating wealth to making it last and finding purpose in your newfound freedom. Without a traditional job dictating your schedule, you'll need to fill your days in ways that are both meaningful and enjoyable. Some people turn to traveling, exploring new hobbies, or starting passion projects. Others spend more time with family, volunteer for causes they care about, or pursue personal growth through education and skill building. To ensure your financial independence remains secure, it's important to keep a close eye on your spending and investment portfolio. Stick to your planned withdrawal rate, such as the 4% rule, and adjust your lifestyle if necessary to stay within sustainable limits. Monitor your investments regularly, rebalancing as needed to maintain a healthy mix of assets that can weather market fluctuations. This ongoing attention helps ensure your money lasts as long as you need it. Another key aspect of post-retirement life is staying engaged and motivated. While the freedom to do as you please is rewarding, it can also lead to a lack of structure. Many early retirees find it helpful to set new goals, pursue meaningful challenges, or even find part-time work that's enjoyable rather than necessary. This sense of purpose helps maintain not only your financial health, but also your mental and emotional well-being. In short, financial independence is about more than just money. It's about building a life that aligns with your values and priorities. By continuing to manage your finances responsibly and finding fulfilling ways to spend your time, you can enjoy the freedom, flexibility, and peace of mind that come with retiring on your terms.